Good morning, everybody. Nadia here again with another reading from Truth Scriptures Ta'anek. And this morning we're up to Shamut, sign name Exodus chapter 12. Yahuwah told Moshe and Aaron while they were in the land of Matzah, saying, "This new moon shall mark the beginning of months for you. It shall be the first month of the year for you. Speak to all the assembly of Israel, saying, on the 10th day of this new moon, every man shall take a lamb for his family, according to the size of his household. If the household is too small for a whole lamb, then they must share it with their closest neighbour. Take into account the number of people there are. You are to determine the amount of lamb needed in accordance to what each person shall eat. The lamb you choose shall be a 1-year-old male without blemish. You can choose it from either the sheep or the goats. You shall keep it until the 14th day of the same new moon, and the whole assembly of Yisrael shall slaughter it in the evening. Then they shall take some of the blood and put it on the 2 doorposts and on the beam over the door of the houses in which they are eating. That same night they are to eat the meat roasted with fire. They shall eat it along with unleavened bread and bitter herbs. Do not eat any of the lamb raw or boiled with water. It must be roasted with fire, with its head, legs, and internal organs. Do not let any of it remain until the morning. Any of it that is remaining in the morning you are to burn it with fire. This is how you should eat it. You should be dressed with your shoes on your feet and your staff in your hand. You shall eat the meal in a hurry. It is Yahuwah's Passover, known as Passover. I shall pass through the land of Matzah that night, and shall slaughter all the firstborn children in the land of Matzah, both humans and animals. I shall execute judgment against all the Elohim of Matzah. I am Yahuwah. The blood shall be your sign on the houses where you live. When I see the blood, I shall pass over you. No plague shall destroy you. When I strike the land of Matzah, this day shall be a memorial to you, and you shall keep it as a feast to Yahuwah throughout all your generations. This is a law forever. 7 days you shall eat unleavened bread. On the first day you must remove leaven from your houses. Anyone who eats any leavened bread or anything that has leaven in it Sorry guys, I'll just change the page. From the first day until the 7th day, that person shall be cut off from Israel. On the first day and the 7th day you are to have a set-apart gathering. No manner of work shall be done on those 2 days except for preparing the food that you are to eat. Only that may be done by you. You shall observe the Yom Matzah, also known as the Feast of Unleavened Bread, because on this same day I brought your massive regiments of people out of the land of Matzah. Therefore you shall observe this day throughout your generations. It is law forever. And the first new moon on the 14th day of the new moon, starting at evening when you begin Passover, also known as Passover, until the evening of the 21st day of the first new moon, you shall eat unleavened bread. For 7 days there shall be no leaven found in your houses. Anyone, whether sojourner or native born, who eats anything with leaven, that person shall be cut off from the assembly of Yisrael. You shall eat nothing made with leaven. Wherever you live, you must eat unleavened bread. Then Baasha summoned all the elders of Yisrael and said to them, Go at once and select lambs for your families, and do the slaughter for Passover, also known as the Passover. Take a bundle of hyssop branches and dip it in the blood that is in the basin. Then put the blood on the top of the door and on the 2 side posts of the door. None of you shall go outside the doors of your home until after judgment passes. For Yahuwah will pass through to strike the Matzarim. And when he sees the blood on the top of the door and on the 2 side posts, Yahuwah will pass over the door and will not allow the destroyer to come into your houses to strike you. You shall observe this occasion and these instructions for yourself and your descendants as a law forever. When you enter the land which Yahuwah will give you, according to his promise, you shall observe the ceremony. When your children ask you, what does the ceremony mean to you, you shall say it is the Passover sacrifice to Yahuwah, who passed over the houses of the children of Yisrael in Matzah when he struck down the Matzarim and saved our houses. Then the people bowed their heads and worshipped. Then the children of Yisrael went and did so, just as Yahuwah had commanded Moshe and Aaron. So at midnight Yahuwah struck down all the firstborn in the land of Matzah, from the firstborn of Para'ah that sat on his throne, to the firstborn of the prisoner who was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of the livestock as well. Para'ah and all his servants got up in the night along with all the Matzarim, and there was a loud cry all throughout Matzah. There was not a home from Matzarim without someone dead in it. Para'ah called for Moshe and Aaron during the night and said, Rise up, leave my people, both you and the children of Yisrael. Go and serve Yahuwah as you have requested. Take all your flocks Sorry, guys. So let's take all your flocks and your herds as you have said to me, and be gone. But please Baruch me. The Matzarim urged the people to hurry and leave the country. Otherwise, they said, we are all going to die. So the people took their dough without any leaven, and they carried it on their shoulders in kneading troughs, wrapped in clothing. The children of Yeshua did according to the instructions of Marsha, and they asked the Matzarim for articles of silver, gold, and clothing. Yahuwah gave the people favour in the sight of the Matzarim, so that they let them have what they asked for. And they plundered the Matzarim. The children of Yisrael journeyed from Ra'amasis to Sukkot. There were about 600,000 of them, not counting the children. A mixed multitude of other people also went out with them, along with droves of livestock, both flocks and herds. They baked unleavened bread from the dough which they brought out of Matzah. It was not leavened because they were rushed out of Matzah and they did not have time to prepare food for themselves. Now the time that the children of Yeshua lived in Matzah was 430 years. At the end of 430 years, to the very day, all the divisions of the people of Yahuwah left the land of Matzah. It is a night to be observed in thanks to Yahuwah for bringing them out from the land of Matzah. This is the night of Yahuwah, to be observed and remembered by all of the children of Yeshua throughout all their generations. Then Yahuwah said to Moshe and Aaron, "This is the statute of Passover, known as the Passover. No foreigner shall eat it, but every man's servant who is brought for money may eat it, after you have circumcised him. No outsider or hired servant may eat it. It shall be eaten in one house. You do not take any of the flesh outside of the house, and you do not break any of its bones. All the assembly of Yeshua shall keep it. If a sojourner residing among you wants to celebrate Passover, known as the Passover to Yahuwah, all the males of his household must be circumcised. Then let him come near and partake in it like one who is native born. But no uncircumcised male may eat it. The same law applies to both the native born and the sojourner residing among you. All the children of Yisrael did just as Yahuwah commanded Moshe and Aaron. On that very day, Yahuwah brought the children of Yisrael out of the land of Matzah by their divisions.